Log date, September 23rd. We've been at this dig site for about 3 months now. When we initially picked up the anomaly on the underground radar, everyone was ecstatic. Now, however, the eggheads are all playing pool in the rec room, and the rest of the team is working on digging whatever it is out from the ice. By the rate we're going, it's going to take a while before it gets carved out. There's another storm coming, and if we're lucky, the hole won't collapse in on itself again. Or worse, get filled with snow. I'm gonna go talk to the eggheads about it as well soon. Log date, September 25th. Well, storm came through and dropped its load on us. The excavation team is getting pretty fed up, and I can't say as I blame them. Those damned scientists just told us to keep digging. Well, with any luck, we can get the snow out of the hole and get back to work cutting through the ice. Maybe after they figure what it is that we've found, we can finally get paid. Maybe then I'll ask that cute girl out. Maybe not. I'm not sure I have the guts for that. I'm gonna have to cut that part of the tape out, won't I? Log date, October 1st. Spooky season back home. Gosh, I wish I was back there. Antarctica's nice, but the isolation gets to you after a while. The cold, too. In a couple weeks, it's gonna get a hell of a lot colder than it has been, with an increased rate of storms on the horizon. I talked to the cute girl about it yesterday. She's pretty. Smart. Pretty smart. Nice catch there, Betty. Yeah, she's one of the scientists leading this mission. From what I can tell, she's not a rich sociopath like the rest of them. She's genuinely nice, and didn't mind when I interrupted her work on those core samples. Thing about that, though, that was strange. Unlike the core samples taken near Wilkes, these ones had metal in them. Metal, and not incidental stuff either. Looked like pieces of steel or something. I can't remember what she called it, but she did say it wasn't a natural formation. I wonder if what the team picked up on the radar has something to do with this. And if so, do those other eggheads want it for something? I'm way too tired to think about this. I'll go to bed. Maybe talk with her tomorrow. Log date, October 5th. We did it. We managed to carve our way down to that sucker. The rest of the team is celebrating out in the rec room. The scientists even brought out a nice case of wine for the occasion. I don't drink much, so I just limited myself to a glass of the stuff and came here. That smart, pretty girl wasn't out to celebrate. She was mulling over a core sample last I checked. Maybe I'll check in on her again soon. Now I think on it, this isn't really normal. It's like a ship crashed here ages ago, but that can't be right. Unless we found aliens, of course. Now, if we did that, that would be something. I'm gonna go find her. Log date. Who really gives a crap about that right now? Okay, so, where do we even start? That thing we found in the ice. Yeah. A freaking flying saucer. An actual alien spaceship. That in itself was interesting. But I really, really fucking wish we left it buried. I wish we didn't allow the eggheads to dig here. The thing was empty, mostly. Except for it. An alien. An actual alien creature just sitting against a wall on the inside. We dragged it back to the examination room. All of us were there. The docs, the dig team. Everyone wanted to see this thing. Who could blame them? Discovery of the century. We took a few pictures. It was really freaky looking. It looked like it was all messed up by something. Really unsettling, actually. That was the last time I saw her. Yeah, the pretty girl. She vanished soon after we found it. Maybe she knew something we didn't, or got unsettled and fled. I can understand that. Gods, I hope she's okay. It's way too cold out here for her to be alone. I would have asked the others if they were still here, or even if they were still human. It woke up. We had mostly scattered then, and we didn't know what was happening. We assumed it was dead, but I guess it wasn't. The next thing we knew, there was an almighty bang in the creature and at least 3 guys were unaccounted for. It started picking us off, one by one. And worse, yes, it's clever. Clever, and it's really fucking sick in the head. They changed. Or it was changing them, I don't know. It must have gotten Danny first. He was the first to start changing. Twisted. Broken limbs falling off and crawling away. It took Weathers blasting it with a flamethrower for it to die. Cutting it didn't help. It just grew more legs and split into more of those things. It got Jones, and then when the crawling things just attached itself to Mallory, it was doing something to them. The same thing that it did to Danny. The worst part was the screaming, the roaring. I don't know. They barely sounded human. They can act human, but they aren't, not really. They just wait until the right moment to just... guts. Someone destroyed the radio. The microphone, at least. All the transport vehicles are also damaged beyond repair. There's no way in or out. No one trusts anyone anymore. Weathers and a few others are all barricaded in a room on the far end of the base. The rest are on the other end, in their own makeshift cell. There's gotta be a way to tell who's human. I need to find it, and to prove that I'm human. Gosh, I miss that girl. She was always quiet, but cheerful. Where on earth has she gone to? I hope you're doing better than we are here. Well, if you're listening to this final part of the tape, then it means 2 things. 1, the rest of the base has been completely taken over. And 2, you're the last person here with me. I know you're still here. The shadows aren't completely still. I've seen you skulk about between your lab and the buggy that you've been hot-wiring in secret. Oh yes, I know about it. I've known about it for a while now, as a matter of fact. Ever since I finally saw your face again. Listen, I don't know what you're trying to pull, but you know that thing is still out there. You know what it's capable of. We need to stay put until we can figure out if we're both trustworthy. I've rigged a little test. It can prove if someone's human or not. I've tested it myself, and I know it works, so I'll leave this tape near your door. If you want to prove you're still human, come to the rec room when you're done. I'll be there. I know that you won't cut and run either, seeing as I've sabotaged your buggy. See you soon, dear. Hey there, sweetie. You brought the flamethrower, too. Smart. Unfortunately for you. I'm smarter. Sorry, baby, but you won't be using that to light me up anytime soon. Now drop it and kick it away. Do it. Good. If you're worried about an ambush from behind, don't be. The others won't attack unless you need to be held still. And you won't be assimilated either, if you're worried about that. You don't understand? Oh, I think you do. I think you know perfectly well what I'm talking about, Pumpkin. Yep. Spot on, smart girl. I'm the creature. The entity that has taken over your crewmates, cut you off from escape, and is now standing before you. Shh, dear. I just told you that I won't be absorbing you. Why would I do that? I love you. If I were to assimilate you, then the part of you that I love will be gone, and I can't be having that. What do I want? Well, that question sure has evolved over the course of my time here. Initially, I just wanted your world, to conquer and spread, as is my custom. However, my goals are different now. Alongside the world, I want you. Equally, or perhaps I want you just a little more. Don't back away from me, my dear. Last chance to listen to me. Good girl. Now, come with me. I'm not giving you a choice. Oh, you're gonna regret running from me, darling. Darling, I know you're still here. You wouldn't have gone out into the cold, would you have? You once told me that you hated the cold. You know, she's not really gone. The girl that belonged here before I took her. She's still very much around. Her thoughts are quaint and all tied to you. It's quite lovely now that I think on it. She wanted you safe, away from me. She wanted you to escape, but I got to her first. When I finally took over, I made her understand that you wouldn't be in danger. I even told her that I would give you to her if she stopped fighting me. As if she could, but I had no cause to lie at that point. We both had similar goals, but very different approaches to them, as you can imagine. You know hiding in that compartment won't work on me this time, right? Shh. Stop struggling, dear. It's over. The long chase is over. You are now pressed up against me at long last. I said stop struggling. Oh, my dear, you're so tense and you're shaking. My darling, you have nothing to fear. In fact, from here on out, all your fears will be taken care of. I'll keep you nice and safe. Shh. I'll pet your head if I damn well feel like it, sweet girl. Let you go. We are far beyond that point, my dear. You really are the most precious of your species, my dear. So pretty and soft. Smart, too. I'll have to keep the flammable stuff away from you once I'm done conquering your world. I will give you anything and everything you could ever need or want besides that, of course. That will be after I get to the rest of the world, of course. In the meantime, you'll need to be unconscious. Now, I won't bother with semantics like giving you sedatives, as if we had any on hand. No, I will simply gift you with some of my cells. This will ensure that no matter what happens, you won't die. You will live alongside me, forever. I told you to stop struggling. This is going to happen one way or another, but I want it to be sweet. Please, dear, let it be sweet. Even if you were to escape now and destroy me, you will slowly degrade over the years. Your DNA will start to collapse as your telomeres are worn away by time. I won't have that. I won't let you do that to yourself. So lay still Let this be sweet. Look me in the eyes, dear. Thank you, darling. See, despite the fact I was not of this world, I am of your world now. These cute lips are just begging me to kiss them. mm. 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 It is done. Shh, don't fight it, Pumpkin. You'll hurt yourself. It will take a few hours for them to bury deep within the cells of your body. Good, too, because it will take a few days for the rescue team to get here. Shh, my dear, don't struggle. Struggling is pointless. I can see that you're beginning to listen, at least. Shh, don't cry, don't cry. Darling, don't worry, my dear. Life won't change much. It's just that some things will be a little bit more flexible. You will be the queen of this world, and I will be your humble servant. Anything you want, anyone you want, and I will give it to you. We will spread out amongst the stars as we have done before, but this time I won't be alone. I'll have you, and you will have me, forever and always, sweetie.